This is Eureka Math, Module 4, Lesson 27, and today we're going to solve problems using fraction division. This is just building on Lesson 25 and Lesson 26. I'm assuming solving problems means story problems. Yay! I know how much you love story problems. Okay, but as long as we remember to read carefully, we will do just fine. So, go to your Learn pages, Lesson 27, write your name on the page. And number 1, Mrs. Silverstein bought 3 mini cakes for a birthday party. Okay, so here's her 3 mini cakes. 1, 2, 3. 3 holes. She cut each cake into quarters, right? A quarter is 1/4. And plans to serve each guest 1/4 of a cake. So she's cutting each one into quarters. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many guests can she serve with all her cakes? Draw a picture to support your response. So we already did draw a picture. I started drawing it before I even finished reading. How many guests can she serve with all her cakes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She can serve 12 guests. Spelling. Excellent. Let's show that, just to take it one step further, let's show that with an expression, okay? 3 divided by 1/4. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Which would be 12. All right. Mrs. Pham has 1/4 of a pan of lasagna left in her refrigerator. Pasticcio. Lasagna is just pasticcio. She wants to cut the lasagna into equal slices so she can have it for dinner for 3 nights. I love to make vegetarian lasagna, and I put it in the freezer so it lasts longer than 3 nights. Mr. Pham. Did I say Mrs. Pham earlier? Mr. Pham has 1/4 of a pan of lasagna left. Okay, so there's his pan of lasagna. And he's eaten 3/4 of it already. Maybe his family ate it, but it's gone. Sadly, I bet it was good. And this is the 1/4 that he has left. Okay? He wants to cut the lasagna into equal slices so he can have it for dinner for 3 nights. So he wants to take 1/4 of his lasagna and divide it into 3 nights. How much lasagna will he eat each night? Okay, so he's got this 1/4 and he's going to divide it into 3 nights. So how much of the whole lasagna will he have? So they're asking, what is this worth? And that is worth, if that's 3, this would be 6, 9, 12, 1/12. Okay, how much lasagna will he eat each night? 1/12 of the original pan. All right, number 3. The perimeter of a square is 1/5 of a meter. Okay, so there's the perimeter of the square. Remember, perimeter is the outside edge. And this plus this plus this plus this equals 1/5 of a meter. Find the length of each side in meters. So if this whole thing added together is 1/5, what we need to do is divide that number by 4 to figure out how much that would be. So 1/5 divided by 4. Okay, find the length of each side in perimeters. Draw a picture to support your. Okay, so I'm going to take this square and I'm going to unfold it. Okay, so I'm going to unfold it here, and then I'm going to unfold it here. I'm going to unfold it there, and I'm going to unfold it there. And this whole thing from here to here is 1/5 of a meter. Okay, so what does one side equal? Because I just divided it by 4. So what does 1 equal? Okay, 1/5 divided by 4. So let's see. I'm going to take, so this is me thinking. All right, so I've just unfolded my square, and I know that 1 meter would look like this, 1 meter, and the square is only going to fit into 1/5 of that meter. So the square only fits here, right? It only fits here, right there. That's my shrunken down version of this line in here, okay? So this is 1/5 of a meter. Now, I want to find out what 1/5 of a meter is worth. So I'm going to cut that up into 4, 2, 3, 4, right? That's each of my sections, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to know what one of those would be. Okay, so find the length of each side in meters. So what would this be? Well, if I did that to this, I'd have to do that to that. Too many. No, that was right. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So this side would be 1/20. So that means that this would be 1/20 of a meter plus 1/20 of a meter plus 1/20 of a meter plus 1/20 of a meter. Now we can check that. Let's check our work by adding 1/20 4 times to see if we get that perimeter, which would equal 4/20, which would equal 1/5 of a meter. Okay, good. How long is each side in centimeters? Okay, so 1/20 of a meter equals what in centimeters? That's our question. So let's do our conversion here. 1/20 times 1 meter is the same as 1/20 times 100 centimeters. Okay, do you see I just converted meters to centimeters? And that would equal 100 over 20, which would equal 5 centimeters. Interesting. Okay. Is that right? Yep. And if each of these the sides of the square was 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and 5 centimeters, that would make the perimeter 20 centimeters, right? Because the perimeter has added those up. And is 1/5 of a meter the same as 20/100ths of a yeah, okay, let me just show you. So 1/5, we're just checking our work, equals 20/100ths of a centimeter. Cool. All right. A pallet holding 5 identical, let's see, how many, we keep going. A pallet holding 5 identical crates weighs 1/4 of a ton. Okay, so here is a full ton. And this pallet right here weighs 1/4 of a ton. Okay, and there's 5 identical crates on it. Okay, so how many tons does each crate weigh? So what does that weigh right there? Draw a picture to support your answer. Okay, well, we're drawing a tape. diagram here. So if this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means this has 5, and this has 5, and this has 5. So that's 20th. So 1/20th of a ton. Okay? And I can draw that by saying 1/4 divided by 5 equals 1/20th. Okay? Of a ton. How many pounds does each crate weigh? Okay, let's see. How many pounds are in a ton? Do you guys remember? I think it's 9,000 pounds in a ton. Let's try it. Pounds in a ton. This is why I never expect you to memorize conversions. I need it to be not an imperial. I need it to be, is that right? Short ton or a long ton? Too many kinds of tons. And a metric ton. No, it's definitely a short ton. There we go. So there's 2,000 pounds in a ton. And unless you are dealing with imports and exports, you might not have that memorized. Okay, how many tons does each crate weigh? We said 1/20th of a ton. Draw a picture. How many pounds does each crate weigh? Well, so 1/20th of a ton equals 1/20th times 1 ton. And I can just go up here and say 1/20th times 2,000 pounds, because 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So I'm just swapping out those numbers because they mean the same thing. Okay, then multiply. And I've got 2,000 over 20. And I can simplify by cutting out this 0 and this 0. And now I've got 200 over 2. And I can divide both of those by 2. And now I've got 100 over 1, which equals 100 pounds. Okay, so how much does each crate weigh? 100 pounds. Okay, fine. Let's see. Do we keep going? Oh, we do. Wow, this is a big, long one. Okay. Faye has 5 pieces of ribbon, each 1 yard long. She cuts each ribbon into 6. Okay, so here are her 5 pieces of ribbon. And she cut them into 1 yard each. So this is 1 yard. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She cuts each ribbon into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many 6 will she have after cutting all the ribbons? So if this is a 6th, how many will she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay, how long will each of the 6th be in inches? So let's see, first of all, let's figure out how many they are in yards. One-sixth of a yard, right? That's what this is, 1/6 of a yard. And we want to know how much each of those will be in inches. So more conversion. 1/6, and you know that 1 yard equals 3 feet. And a foot is 12, so 1 yard equals 36 inches. Okay? All right, how long will each of the 6th be in inches? We're skipping feet, we're going straight to inches. 1/6 of a yard is the same as saying 1/6 times 1 yard, which is the same as 1/6 times 36 inches. And that's pretty easy. 1 times 36 is 36 over 6. Well, if we simplify that, 36 divided by 6 is 6, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. Our new answer is 6. Oops, wrong color. Our new answer is 6 inches. Okay, so each of these is 6 inches. Each of these little things right here. Okay. Number 6. Okay, ooh, last page. Number 6. A glass pitcher is filled with water. 1/8 of the water is poured equally into 2 glasses. Okay, so here is the pitcher. And 1/8 of that pitcher, so this section right here is 1/8. Actually, let me write that on top so I can be consistent. 1/8 is this right here, okay? And 1/8 of the water is poured equally into 2 glasses. So just like that, 1/8 divided by 2. What fraction of the water from the whole pitcher is in each glass? Okay, well, cut each of those, and this equals 1/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 1/16 of the water. If each glass has 3 fluid ounces of water in it, how many fluid ounces of water were in the full pitcher? Okay, so if each of these, I'm going to pick another color. How about this bright green? If each of these has 3 fluid ounces in it, how many fluid ounces of water were in the full pitcher? So 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 equals 48 fluid ounces were in the original pitcher. If 1/4 of the remaining water, okay, so this is what was taken out, right? And they're saying 1/4, this is what's remaining, 1/4 of the remaining water is poured out of the pitcher to water a plant. Okay, so they're talking about this part right here of the remaining, so that's what's left. 1/4 of that was taken out. How many cups of water are left in the pitcher? Okay. Oh, they want us to convert fluid ounces. Hang on. So, let me redraw this here. Here's our pitcher. And it had 48 fluid ounces in it, right? And we took out 6 of them. And we took them away. So what was left was 42 ounces. Okay? And if 1/4 of the remaining water is poured out of the pitcher to feed a plant, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be this section right here. How many cups of water are left in the pitcher? So first of all, we have to figure out how many ounces that is. So this would be 3/4 of 42 ounces. Okay, so 3/4 times 42. And let's simplify that immediately. Can we divide? Well, we can. Let's just try this. All right. You guys might be faster at this than I am. So I'm going to divide this by 2 and get 21, and this by 2 and get 2. And now my new answer, it's just a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to deal with, is 63 over 2. Okay. And that would be 63 over 2 is 3, and that's 6, and that's, take this down, and that would be 1, and 1 left over. 31 and a half. But I can put this into a decimal, right? You know that 1/2 is a decimal. So 31.5 ounces. And now they want to ask how many cups of water are left. They want to change 31.5 ounces to cups. So 31.5 times how many ounces in a cup? Let's figure this out. Ounces. Oh, I don't want mass. I want volume. In a cup. There we go. Let's do it the other way. 1 cup equals 8 ounces. There we go. Okay, so equals 1 ounce. That means 31 times 5 times 1/8 of a cup. Now I've got a fraction and decimal. Maybe I should have left that as a... You know what? I'm just going to use this one right here that I already had before I turned it into that. Okay. 63 over 2. And, sorry, I'm running way out of paper here. 63 times 1 over 2 times 8 equals 63 over 16. So 63 divided by 16 would be 3, which would be 18, 1, 3 is 4. Lots of math on this one. 5 is 15, so 15/16. Okay, so how many cups are left? 3, this whole thing, equals 3 and 15/16 of cups. Let's see what let's just double check this here. If we had, this as ounces, and I know that there are 31.5. Oh, see, I got it wrong. 3.95. No, that's right. Tricky. This one was a hard one. Ooh, letter C was hard. Okay. If I made a mistake, let me know. I think I got it right, though. Hard one. Actually, I am going to double check it because I just don't trust myself on that one. There were so many steps and so many ways to mess that one up. Let's go back and see. Okay. Look at that. 3 and 15/16 of a cup. I did get it right. Well done, me. Good job, you guys, too. I bet you got it faster than I did. Okay. Whew. That was a long one. Story problems. Intense. And you have to use a little bit of everything that we've been working on. Fractions and decimals and dividing and multiplying. There's just a little bit of everything here. So really concentrate and pay attention. Okay. All right, when you finish the problem set, upload it, go to your exit ticket, and let's see, the exit ticket just has 2 questions on it. Let me read them quickly. Kevin divides 3 pieces of paper into fourths. How many fourths does he have? Oh, that one's not too bad. And Sybil has 1/2 of a pizza left over. She wants to share the pizza with 3 of her friends. What fraction? Now, 3 of her friends means her and her friends. So 3 plus her, right, which would equal 4. What fraction of the original pizza will Sybil and her 3 friends each receive? That's not very much pizza. I think they might even have to order another one. Okay, figure that out. Let me know. And then come back and finish your lesson 27 homework, okay, which I've scribbled all over here. But starting with Kevin, 4 pizzas, birthday party. And if you have questions, let me know. We will be going through this lesson 27 homework in class. Okay, great. Have a good rest of your day.